It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chargers and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, our quarterback matchup here, it's a good one. Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Kyler Murray of the Cardinals.
And you talk about two young quarterbacks with exceptional skill sets that we believe are ascending. I think that each is on a path where they may be headed towards All-Pro, maybe even MVP status, and they want to carry their teams along with them.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
two touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 11 now. Shotgun now for Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 67 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Third and 2, Herbert. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's keep going. It's all right.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete here.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Murray's throw complete there to Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A solid stiff arm. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Herbert now. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Lutz will look to add the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now Murray off play action. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Connor looking for space.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Murray now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down now, it's Connor. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag cut. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Able to find Isabella. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to
first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Defense, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble, relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score team now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is the very dangerous Mike Hughes. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and inches, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, Herbert. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 24, Herbert. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. L.A. readies for its next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to let it go again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Eckler. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a second down and 6. To throw is Murray. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. The Chargers ready to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Eckler gets past one man. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Screen pass to Connor, powering his way forward. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, baby.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 1st down, Murray. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go. Let's go.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Murray again. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
49, got it. 49.
On the handoff, Connor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray now. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking
up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
10! Touchdown, L.A.! Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks enough on just 3 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
Throwing to start the drive. Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. Everything turned out just okay.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, there you go from red zone.
Looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Going the other way.
So that challenge, a successful one. Herbert now. He's got it. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late shot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He can't get him down. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.